Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be trying like a whole bunch of new products. Trying a whole bunch of new products that I purchased. You know, I got a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes that we're gonna take a look at. We have the new e.l.f. Camo CC Cream and the Camo Concealer. And just a whole bunch of different things. New eyeliner, new mascara, and just new stuff to play around with and things that I'm going to review for you guys. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't already, hit that post notification bell. That way you guys are notified of all of my future uploaded videos. And yeah, you guys are probably looking at it like, wow, that is a really terrible look, and you guys are gonna see once we get into it how this terrible look came about. But yeah, I wanted to try new products, and yeah, you guys are gonna see how those products work. But yeah, so if you guys do want to see all of the new products that I test out, then keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be trying like a whole bunch of new products. You know, I got a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes that we're gonna take a look at. We have the new e.l.f. Camo CC Cream and the Camo Concealer, and just a whole bunch of different things. New eyeliner, new mascara, and just new stuff to play around with and things that I'm going to review for you guys. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't already, hit that post notification bell. That way you guys are notified of all of my future uploaded videos. And yeah, you guys are probably looking at it like, wow, that is a really terrible look, and you guys are gonna see once we get into it how this terrible look came about. Wanted to try new products, and yeah, you guys are gonna see how those products work. But yeah, so if you guys do want to see all of the new products that I test out, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I have a whole bunch of stuff that I bought from the store probably a week or so ago. Just a whole bunch of products that I have heard that are super like in right now, super hyped up, and some of them are older, some of them are ones that are pretty popular right now. But I haven't tried them yet, so I really wanted to try them. I got like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I got the Sky High Mascara from Maybelline. I got a bunch more e.l.f. stuff. I got the CC Cream, the concealer, the Camo Concealer, which I've heard multiple people talk about. Just a whole bunch of stuff that I really wanted to try out today. So yeah, we're gonna try them out. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna take my hair and just kind of pin it back with these little clips that I have. It's gonna look funny for a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna try today is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I heard that this is a really good dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. So we're gonna try it out. I've never tried putty primers before, so I'm really curious to see how they work. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this, but we're gonna try it. Oh, it's super soft. Wow, they're very hydrating. Wow, I've never tried the Tatcha Silk Canvas either, so I don't know how that one feels, but I'm assuming it feels very similar to this one. But wow, super, super hydrating. I heard that this is supposed to really be good to fill in your pores and just create a really smooth canvas. So far, I really like the way that that felt. It's very soft. Like, I don't even know how to explain that. It's not like silicone-y feeling, which some pore filling primers feel like. This is actually really hydrating and really soft, so I really, really like that. Next product is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Now, I've heard so many mixed reviews on this. Really, like, mixed reviews on this. I've heard that it's amazing. I've heard that it's really bad. So I wanted to give it a try. I love e.l.f. products, so I'm really hoping that it works out really good. I've heard that it's full coverage, but I've also heard that it's got barely any coverage at all. So we're gonna work with it. We're gonna see how it works. The only shade that my Walgreens had was in a light 210N. I know they have colors in fair, which usually I'm pretty fair, so this might be a little dark for me, but I did get the concealer in a little bit of a lighter color, so hopefully if it is a little bit too dark, we can lighten it up. So I'm going to apply this with a sponge on one side and then a brush on the other, because I've heard also mixed things with that. I heard that it applies a little bit better with a brush, but I love applying my foundations and stuff with a sponge, so we'll see. Do this side with the sponge and then this side with the brush. So it's got a little pump. Oh, this is gonna be dark. It's kind of thick, but yeah. So we're gonna see how it sits. Definitely not my shade, like, whatsoever, but it's okay. We're gonna lighten it up with my concealer. So far, it's got pretty good coverage. This is like supposed to be natural, but this has got a very orange finish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but very, very orange. It's supposed to be neutral, but it's not looking neutral to me. But so far, I think it's got pretty good coverage. For definitely being a CC cream, I think that it's doing pretty well. I definitely wouldn't say that it's full coverage at all. I would definitely say that it's like light to medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up. It seems like it's pretty buildable. But I mean, for an everyday, like, quick little foundation just to quickly throw on my face, I don't hate it. I kind of want to see how it applies with a brush, because I feel like it might apply a little bit better with a brush. So I'm going to go in with the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush. It looks just something like this. And I'm just going to put more, which I only used 2 pumps on my face on this side. So you can definitely tell the difference. But let's see what a brush looks like. Wow, you don't even need 2 pumps. So obviously brushes tend to pick up a lot more product, so you obviously have to use more product. But I feel like this brush, I don't know if it's just because this brush is supposed to be a very blurring foundation look, but I don't know. So far, I think the brush is doing a lot better than the sponge, which I've heard, and I was trying to have, you know, high expectations about the sponge, but as you can tell, the brush does 10 times better. I think I might apply my concealer with a brush. We'll see, or with a sponge, and we'll see how it looks kind of over the brush side, but I definitely like the way that this looks compared to this. You can still kind of see my under eyes, or my bags under my eyes, kind of not really, I wouldn't even say that they're covered up. It's just like a light layer over it. So let's hope that the concealer helps a lot better, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't love it, but I've really heard mixed reviews on it, so I really wanted to try it out and see how I felt about it. But definitely like the brush side compared to the sponge side. I feel like the sponge definitely picked up a lot more product and soaked a lot more product into the sponge, and obviously the brush side looks like 10 times better. And I feel like it's starting to like cake around my nose a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It's really not for me. I give it a try, but that's okay. I really wanted to try something a little bit easier to put on, something that wasn't so full coverage, because I don't really put on a full face every single day, so I really wanted to try something that was a little bit more subtle and a little bit more natural. But it's not amazing, but I don't hate it. Okay, so the next is the concealer. This is the 16-hour Camo Concealer by e.l.f. I've heard really good things about this. So this definitely did come out a little bit orange. So we're gonna use this to lighten up the CC cream just a tiny bit. So we're gonna just put this right where I would normally conceal. Wow, this is very full coverage. They're not lying. This definitely reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, especially with the doe foot applicator. They literally look identical. So I definitely can see how this is a dupe for that one as well. I've heard really great things about this one. So here's my sponge, like I said, to blend this one out and see how that one looks. Wow, that's really, really brightening. That definitely made me really, really white. I promise it's not this white. I feel like on camera it doesn't really give like a true color, especially with the lighting that I have. But it definitely had a very strong like yellowy orange undertone when I put on the CC cream. And then obviously this camo concealer made it really, really light. But I really like the way that it looks. Super, super soft, really smoothed out my pores and filled out my pores and created a really, really nice base. Like the concealer went on a lot better than the foundation did, especially with the sponge. I don't typically like to put my concealer on with a brush. I just feel like it gets very streaky, and especially when I'm trying to cover up things and when I'm trying to, you know, build up the coverage around my eyes, I definitely like to use a sponge for that. I don't know, that's just kind of what I've always like to do, but I really think that it looks a lot better than what it did. I don't know. That's the like trick with makeup, is you really gotta like try different things and see how they work with your skin, because everything works so different. Next, I didn't get a new powder. I'm just gonna be using my Laura Mercier powder. Nothing new here, and I'm just going to set it with a big fluffy brush. This is just the BH Cosmetics #1. Set my whole face. Okay, so I don't hate it, I don't love it, but I definitely think that the concealer helped a whole lot, and of course, the Laura Mercier setting powder looks phenomenal as always. So this next product is an oldie but goodie. I have never actually tried this one, but I've heard that it's amazing, and it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, how have you never tried this before? It's pricey, to be completely honest with you. I know I have bought in like some pricier bronzers and highlighters and all of that stuff, but this one, very pricey for a drugstore bronzer, and I've just always gone back and forth with it, but I really wanted to try it out this time, so I got this one, and it does smell really good, just like everyone says it does. It smells kind of like a tanning lotion. I got the one in just the regular shade bronzer. I know they have a light bronzer, I don't know if they have like a dark one, but I'm assuming this is the middle one. So we're gonna try this out, and I'm just gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics, I don't even know the number 2, and we're gonna just use this to bronze up. But so far, I really like the way that this looks. It's very soft, not too harsh, but just very natural. So I definitely can see why everyone is very hyped up about it. And I'm just gonna drag it right down my neck. I feel like it's very cool tone too, which I really like. I like cool tone bronzers. I feel like it looks a lot better with my skin tone. I really, really like it. I like the way that it came out. Super, super soft, glided right down the skin and blended out really well. All right, guys, so next thing is blush, and I'm just gonna head right back into my BH Cosmetics Blushing and Bali palette. This is a blush and highlighter combo. You guys probably remember these from my last video, but I really have been loving this middle color right here, and that is in the shade Coral. Super, super pretty. I'm just gonna use this little RNL Moda brush. Just looks something like this. Gonna tap into that color and just pat that right on my cheeks. They're probably the prettiest blushes that you could ever have. I don't know, I feel like they're the most natural looking. And not too pink. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Park Ave Princess palette. You guys know this is probably one of my absolute favorite contour palettes. Just looks something like this, and I'm gonna use my 3 shades that I like to dig into to help contour just a tiny bit more. And I'm just gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. Just looks something like this. Just carve out my contour just a little bit more. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Anything exciting? We're just going to my mom's with my grandparents, my sister and her boyfriend. And we're just having dinner over there just because it's been forever since we've all gotten together, since both my parents had COVID. And we were on quarantine and everything, so we all haven't been able to get together. So it's gonna be super exciting to really see everybody after so long. All right, I'm just gonna take this big fluffy brush and kind of blend everything together. All right guys, so next is highlighter, and I'm gonna go in again with my Blushing and Body palette. This is probably my absolute favorite palette of everything, and I'm gonna go in with my 2 favorite highlighters. I did not get a new highlighter, so that's okay. And I'm just gonna put my highlighter on. Like, tell me that is not the prettiest highlight you guys have ever seen. All right guys, so next is brows. I hate doing my brows on camera. They are a pain in my butt, and I just don't want to take the time to do them. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my brows super quick, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so brows are on. Not perfect as always, but it is what it is. Also, I really wanted to point these out because I get a lot of questions about them, which are my nails. And they look just something like this. Super, super pretty. I absolutely love them. These are actually glue-ons. Now, you guys are probably gonna be like, ew, you are so lame, you do glue-ons, but let me just tell you that it saves so much money and they don't ruin your nails. And I don't know about you, but I have really bad anxiety, so I pick at my nails, I bite at my nails, and it's just so much easier. It's just so much easier to glue something on super quick and then not have to worry about them. And mine usually last about 2 weeks anyways, so pretty similar to how often I used to get fills with just acrylic nails. And these, you kind of get to pick out whatever you want, and you know that they're all going to be even, and you can shape them any way you want. So, and they're like $5 at the store. So highly recommend getting these. I got mine at Walgreens too, and I don't really know exactly, I don't remember the brand of them. I threw the thing out, but they might be the Kiss nails or whatever it was. But I got the like almond shaped ones, and they're just really, really pretty. So highly recommend getting those. So next is eyes, and I really wanted to try something different today. I wanted to go a little bit out of my comfort zone and show you guys a cut crease, something that I don't rarely ever do, but when I'm really trying to go all out and do something really, really cool, I like to do a cut crease. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. Okay, so I have this really cool palette. I don't know where I got this. I want to say it was probably from one of my BoxyCharms, but it's this palette from Zion Beauty. And it's the Hip Dot palette. This is the Pressed Pigment palette. Just one look at Utah's sandstone caves will transport you to a world of majestic beauty. So these are like, guys, tell me these aren't the prettiest colors that you have ever seen. About doing a cut crease with like some of the purples and pinks and just kind of seeing how that looks, especially with Valentine's Day tomorrow. I really wanted to try something new and something kind of exciting. So that's what we're gonna do today. All right guys, so first thing that I'm gonna do is prime my eyes, and I'm gonna use the Pretty Vulgar primer as per usual and just put a tiny little bit on both my eyes. Especially with colors like this, you always want to have a very nice set base. A lot of vibrant colors tend to be very pigmented and tend to rub off and flake off a lot throughout the day. So that's why I'm very big on having a very set base. So we're gonna go in with this palette, and I'm going to first set that base with this color right here, and that is called Sandstone. So we're gonna do a pretty crazy cut crease today. Something, like I said, I never really ever do, and when I do, it's pretty intense. So I am really going for this color right here, this really dark purple. It's more like a magenta color. It's called Majesty. I'm gonna put it on this little tiny Morphe brush, and I am going to put that right in my crease. And I kind of want to fling it out a little bit, so I'm just going to buff that out and buff it into like a little bit of a wing. It's okay if it looks very messy, because that's what the next step is going to do for us. And that's gonna look something like that. The next color I'm gonna go in with is the color Vibration, and it looks something like this, and I'm just gonna put that right into that crease just to deepen it up just a tiny bit more. Okay, so it's gonna look something like that. So next I'm going to buff out those harsh lines of where I did put that first color and where I formed my crease. What I'm gonna do is go in with a pretty fluffy shader brush, or a big fluffy like blending brush, and I am really liking these two colors right here. So this color, I can't see, this color and this color. So I'm gonna mix those two together, and I'm just going to quickly buff out my crease that I just formed and blend that right up to the brow bone. It's gonna look something like that. So look at how much more blown out this one is compared to this one. So much prettier. So I'm gonna do the other eye. These colors are really pigmented. I've never used anything from Zion Beauty before, but I have heard from a lot of people that their products are amazing. So I really like this palette. Okay, so now for the cut crease. This is the probably most exciting part of this whole thing. And I'm just gonna take a concealer and I'm just gonna cut out where I just placed my crease. So I'm actually gonna use this e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I really liked the way that it looked. And I am just going to cut out my crease, and I'm actually gonna kind of fling it out and create like a little bit of a wing. All right, guys. So it's gonna look something like this. And like, again, I said it's gonna be okay if your crease is a little bit messed up, because in the next step, that's where it's all gonna kind of come together. And do my other eye really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so it's gonna look something like this. So next I'm gonna go in with this very pretty color. Like, it's probably one of the prettiest colors I've ever seen, and it looks just something like that. And that color is in the color Virgin, and I'm just gonna place this right on top of where we just put that concealer. I don't know how I really feel about that like shimmery shade that I just put on. I just feel like it's not very, I don't know, it's pigmented, but it's like a little too, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's very like clumpy, like very clumpy. But that's okay, it is what it is. So, all right, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner today just to kind of fix this up a little bit, because it just did not come out the best way that I pictured, but that's okay. We're testing out new products, seeing how we like them. I'm gonna go in and do a quick little wing liner. I'm using the Benefit Roller Liner in, what color is this? Black. I absolutely love this eyeliner. I love how matte it is and how vibrant it is, even over like shimmer eyeshadows. Oh my god. All right, so after butchering this eyeliner, we're just gonna place some lashes over it, because now that I just did my eyeliner, I really don't like the eyeshadow. I don't like the way that it dries and makes it so dry. Like, oh, I just don't know how I feel about that. I'm just gonna take a wipe and just kind of clear off that corner a little bit. Try and sharpen it up a little bit. I just can't see how this could get any worse. All right, well, I can guarantee you that I am not gonna probably use this palette again, or this eyeliner. not a huge fan of it. I used to love this. I don't know if it's just the eyeshadow that's making it super dried out and super clumpy, but like, look at how like, oh, just so gross. Doing that one again. All right, so I'm gonna put on some lashes. Hopefully it kind of makes it a little bit better, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so I threw some lashes on. I still feel like it doesn't help that much, but I'm gonna go in with this Sky High mascara just to kind of blend my real lashes with the fake lashes. I've heard really good things about this mascara. I heard that it was very hard to find for the longest time, so I don't know. I found it when I was at my store, but it was kind of hidden a little bit, so I don't know if they were trying to like hide it or what, but I've heard very, very good things about this mascara, and I can't wait to see actually how this works like just on my regular lashes. I'm actually gonna go back in to that Zion palette, and I am going to go in with those colors to like look at how much pigment fell out of that one color, like so much. I don't know, it was just very, very clumpy. I don't like the way that it looks on my eyes, so I definitely will not be using that color again. I go back in with that Majesty, that first color that we used, and I'm going to just apply this to my lower lash line. Blend that up into my my really disgusting wing. Like, I literally felt like I was dragging my skin with that one. Like, that's how bad and clumpy that got. Like, the matte shades are really nice. They blend out very, very easily, but it's the other ones that just don't blend that well. That's why we try different things and see how they work. So I'm gonna go back in with my mascara and just put that on my bottom lashes. I thought maybe if I flung it out a little bit, it would look a little bit better, but I don't know. This is what the eye looks like. It's not amazing. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the palette, especially this eyeliner. I don't know what happened with it, but like this side looks okay, but like this side, not really sure what happened to it, but oh, this makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I promise, like, I don't know. It looks so much different on camera. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Catnip. This one definitely will blend a little bit more, look a lot better with the eye look that I did. Wow, I really like the way that feels. I feel like a lot of liquid lipsticks, especially if they're like a little bit more on the matte side, they tend to feel very drying. But this one doesn't feel that drying. I like to just add a little bit of glitter, a little bit of gloss to my lips. I never really liked the whole like matte lipstick. I don't know. So I'm gonna go with this Orza Beauty lip gloss. It's just this really pretty like glitter, and I like to just kind of focus this like right on the middle of my lips. All right guys, so this is the finished look. I don't know how I feel about it. I love the lip. I love this color, but the eyes, I'm telling you guys, the matte shades in this palette were amazing, but the glitter just kind of threw everything off. Like, that eyeliner, super patchy. Like, I couldn't even draw like a regular wing because it just kept getting stuck on that glitter eyeshadow. So this one doesn't look too bad, but this side, it just kept dragging across my eyelid and just looked so bad. So I really don't like that, but the rest of the colors in this palette I feel like would work really, really well. Just not the glitters, which is okay. Glitters can be really hard to make, I feel like, especially if they're more of like a thick and they're really like chunky glitter. Very hard to create, so that's okay. But I do like the rest of that palette, so I definitely would use that again. The CC cream, not sure how I feel about it. Everything looks like, now that it's kind of set, like it literally looks, I don't know, it just looks I I don't know, I'm very picky when it comes to my foundation, just because foundation's like my absolute favorite thing to do out of every makeup product. Foundation is always like my go-to. I have to have a really nice base, and I don't know, I'm just not like a huge fan of it, so, but that's okay. We tried it, but I did like that camo concealer. So thick and full coverage. It's a complete dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I loved the Poreless Putty primer. That was a really good one. I'm really glad that we tried like a whole bunch of different products that I have had for so long that I've never even touched. I get a whole bunch of products in my BoxyCharm every month, so it's good to kind of try everything out and see how they work. Ready? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that like button if you did like this look. I wasn't a huge fan of it, so yeah. But if you guys want to see more looks like this and trying out new products, yeah, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment below what other videos that you guys want to see. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.